Welcome back to a segment of Toy Sounds Off. There's been a bit of talk about various laws and things that are inappropriate, particularly anti-association laws and online. And it got me to thinking about my favourite protest songs, things that evoke the social conscience. And you can spend hours talking about the protest era in the 60s and 70s and throughout the history of music. I'd like to just reflect on a few examples, one of which obviously was the Midnight Oil with its social activism in a range of issues from the beds are burning to when the Generals talk, Blue Sky Mine, the various social challenges that Midnight Oil put forward in its music. I'm still a great admirer of their material. Bob Dylan, of course, and people like Joan Baez and others from that era of protest where things were changing a fair bit in society and the musicians took a stand. One of my favourite protest songs still remains Dylan's Masters of War. I didn't get to see Dylan do it live in 2003 when I saw him perform at a music festival that year. The song was performed brilliantly by somebody else, Don McLean. A few years later, when I saw McLean, I think it must have been in 2004. It was certainly before I went to work at a professional accounting body, so it predates my time at what was then the National Institute of Accountants. And McLean played for 2.5 hours, and one of the songs that he set was Masters of War, which, as I said, didn't appear on Dylan's set. The year I saw him play at what we call the Melbourne Exhibition Centre, or Jeff Shed more colloquially, here in Australia. There's one song that I would like to highlight though, and it is one that still resonates with me. It's called Bomb the World, performed by Mciahel Franti, written by Mciahel Franti. I saw him do it at a festival in 2005. His band is brilliant live, so if you like ska, elements of reggae, that sort of thing, go and see them live. You will have an absolute ball. But this song resonated with me, particularly given the activism of Franti in looking at the wars that Western countries have been participating in, whether it be Afghanistan, Iraq and other places. It is worthwhile listening to that lyric. It's brilliant. At the core of that lyric is the notion of being able to bomb the world to pieces, but you can't bomb it into peace. It has me reflecting on some of my own songwriting and some of my own poetry, and casting my mind to different things like the actions of corporate captains in circumstances like Qantas, Toyota, General Motors Hold'em, Ford, and other corporate instances of corporate closure where the common man is being affected. And some of that is also being driven by underlying policies of government as well. It's worthwhile reflecting on the protest songs. What are your favourite protest songs? What are the things that resonate with you? There are obviously others that might come to mind, but I do I think of the ones over the past decade that stick in my mind, certainly Franti's Bomb the World is the one that I do like because of its bare bones message. Stay safe, look after each other, and we'll talk again fairly shortly. Cheers.